Good afternoon, everybody, and once again, welcome aboard the Museum.
Let's hear from Liz Bohannon.
She's been featured in Vogue and on Good Morning America.
Fine Sharks.
Not only is she a top transformational leader, but Forbes named her a top 20 speaker.
Please welcome Liz
Bohannon.
I had no idea where that relatively small dream would lead me. I had no idea that when I hopped on a plane 15 years ago, that the amount of people here in the United States who would say they do not have one single friend that they feel like they can call on and ask for help from has quadrupled in the last decade.
We all know it. We have all felt it. It is the painful psychological state that arises when we don't have the intimate and connected relationships and support systems that we need to thrive.
And here's what's wild. 82% of employees in America would say they feel lonely and disconnected at work. And get this, 46% indicated that they are likely to leave their job because of it.
Y'all, as leaders, we have to know this.
One of the best parts of my vocational journey is that I have had the opportunity to live and to work and to be in communities all across the world.
And this experience has led me to a very deep belief. The way we are living and the loneliness we are experiencing is not inevitable.
I have had the opportunity to not only be a part of building and growing businesses, but also working with some incredible business leaders. And what I've seen time and time again is that the single greatest investment that we can make is the quality of your close relationships and your support system. Within my companies, I can honestly say that the sheer amount of resources and intention that we put into prioritizing community and connection have been the main driver of our growth and our global impact. And the research shows that organizations that do this have a serious advantage when it comes to innovation, productivity, and attracting and retaining top talent. If someone has one person in the workplace, one person who they would call a work best friend or someone that they would say they have a close and authentic relationship with, they are 7 times more engaged in their work. If you can create a workplace where people show up and they go, I'm seen, I'm heard, I'm valued, the level of creativity, innovation, and commitment that they will give to you cannot be underestimated.
We can design lives that prioritize connection and community, even as, I would argue, especially as busy leaders doing important work in the world. Because y'all, this is what we do. This is what leaders do. We see a problem, and then we think about a better way, and then we co-design it, and we invite other people into it. But how? Okay, how? Let's talk about a few practical things that you can do starting today.
You gotta go first and see yourself as a community builder. You have to see yourself not as like a consumer of community, but as a co-creator of it. Part of the problem is that people are going shopping for community, right? They're just going to place, company to company. But the problem is, if we treat it like a commodity to be consumed, we will leave emptier than when we started, because community and connection are an inside job.
We just had Liz on stage and she absolutely killed it. She got a standing ovation several times.
In a room full of 900 people, she was so relatable. It felt like she was talking just to me.
Her presentation was fabulous.
It was the most profound hour and a half of my life.
I think she delivered a really cool message that was felt by everybody.
You just have to listen to Liz.
One of the most powerful things that I get to do is to actually kind of get to work. And we use this time and space together to actually kind of start to build some of those muscles.
When you go first in vulnerability and in intimacy, what happens is you are actually giving folks permission to do the same. We are so afraid of the pain of rejection that sometimes what we miss is that on the other side of our fear of rejection is actually the connection that we desire.
If this is the single greatest challenge that our culture, our country is facing, I deeply believe that you all sitting in this room are uniquely suited to be agents of culture change and of healing.
And prioritizing these relationships and friendships, it isn't going to endanger or compete with your work or calling. It is actually going to enable you to become stronger and healthier so that you can lead and make an even greater impact in the long run.
Because we truly are better together.